Okay, y'all, we're finishing up this footer here. We're getting it most of the way in. It's about 12 inches wide or so, and it's 4 inches deep. So all we got left is this little spot here. They're mixing the concrete for it now. We'll be finished with the footings. You can see down this edge here, I hope. You can see what they're doing there. Putting it down below grade, and get it in there. We're hoping we got enough bricks. We're saving every little bit we got here. There's a few here. These here back here, we're thinking we're gonna be about 30 or 40 short, but we're not sure yet. So we'll let you know when we get a little closer. 30 or 40 short. We don't know what we're gonna do because we ain't got no more. And these are like seconds. So we'll see. We'll figure it out. Okay, y'all. We're starting another cold morning out here. They're redoing their boards. They're getting them ready. Making some more mortar. The trick is the way we're doing this. We got water on the truck. When it's real cold like this, we put antifreeze in the water. That's our trick. So there is antifreeze in the water. It will not freeze. I'm sure everybody's worried about the mortar freezing. The mortar freezing or the concrete freezing or all that good stuff. We mix it with antifreeze, so it will not freeze on us. A lot of people, says you can't do it on low temperature. We always mix antifreeze when it gets low like this. We've never had a problem before. We've done it multiple times. If you watch the channel, you can tell that they're getting the bricks out over there. The ones that we had to cut and make custom make, or basically placeholders. They're getting those out. And we're basically a wheelbarrow all the way full of sand to 175-pound bag of type S mortar. That's what we're doing. The wheelbarrow is doing about, one wheelbarrow is doing about 200 bricks. But these are big bricks now. These are like 1 foot long, or they're actually 11 and 3/4 inches long, by 3 3/4 inches high, by 3 3/4 inches thick. So from here to here is 3 3/4, from here to here is 3 3/4, and from here to there is 11 3/4. So that's the bricks we're using. The last one we did regular brick on, and it's about 5 times as many brick. Not quite, but I'm not exactly sure what this one's going to take us yet. But our other ones are taking about 4,000 to 5,000 brick. So that gives you kind of an indication of how many brick you're going to need. And it all depends on your height, obviously. If it's 7 foot off the ground on one side, it's going to take a lot more brick than if it's 6 inches off the ground. So that's what we're working with. All of our concrete looks good. I'm sitting here looking at it, making sure everything looks good. Everything looks good on it. We got a little bit of water that dripped off the house there that froze on top of it. But when we put this mortar on it, it should warm it up. So we're gonna do that. We'll get it here. We'll get back to you when we get started. But we're getting ready to mix. We got our coffee here. We got all of our essentials on the truck. We're about out of sand though, believe it or not. We ain't got none lately. That's all the sand we got, but we think we're gonna have enough to finish the job. If not, we'll go back and get another load, but we try not to run a lot of sand. We just don't keep a lot of sand on hand. But I think we got enough to do the job here. But we'll get back to you here in a little bit. Okay, y'all, it begins. Here we're in the second course. It's going like so. We're gonna put a hole here in the brick so we can put air conditioning lines in there. That bottle's just simulating where the hole goes. We probably won't make it circle. We'll make it just a square hole where the lines can go through. Comes all the way down here. Comes over to here, and we got a doorway here that we're putting in it. So I got one brick above, below it. I'm gonna have one big brick above it. But we ran out of mortar. We didn't run out. We ran out of what we had mixed. So basically, we mix a wheelbarrow at a time. So a full wheelbarrow of sand versus a bag of Portland cement. So we ran out of a wheelbarrow's worth. So we got about 67, 68 feet long here. And we got 2 courses thick. So that's what we get out of a wheelbarrow. And these brick, I've done one over that, but they're a foot long. They're 4 inches wide and they're 4 inches tall. So we got 8-inch wall here basically. It's 70 foot long. And that's what it is. But when we get some more mixed up, we'll come back to you and show you some more. We'll get a little further along here. Okay, y'all, that's our 3rd row. We left a spot there for the air conditioning lines to go through. 3rd row's done. We've got 2 more bricks for the 3rd row. And then we'll start the 4th. Keep right on getting it. Antifreeze is really doing the trick in our mortar mix. We put that in the concrete and our mortar. When it's this cold, the ground is, not the ground, but everything we excavated the other day, it's frozen now. And all the bricks are frozen to the ground. So you can see like on this one here. See that? It just tells you how cold it is. Anything that's touching the ground is frozen right now. So we're working with that, but we're getting it. Going right along here. But you see there how they're working that in. So that one didn't go in, that one did go in, that one didn't go in, this one's going to go in, so on and so forth to lock it all together. And you just keep running. So we're getting there, slowly but surely. Getting there, getting there, getting there. This on the other series we had on underpinning that other one, or foundationing that other one, or however you want to call it. There's about 100,000 different names for them. But the other one we did small brick on, and it took us about a week, about 6 or 7 days. Probably 6 or 7 days to do the footing and the bricks, and it was about 3,500 bricks. This one looks like it's going to be somewhere around 1,400 or 1,500 of these bricks. So it is does go a lot faster, but it also is more money, and these weigh a lot more. These bricks are 10 pounds a piece, where them other ones are like 4.5, 5 pounds a piece. Well, 3.5 pounds a piece. So they're a lot bigger, but they make the job go a little faster. So we've got 5 days in so far doing this. That other one must have took more than a week. Must have took about 8 days. So we got 5 days in on this one so far. This one's going to be about 6-day job here. We'll be done with it. But the other job I had 3 guys on. Sometimes I had 4 guys on it. This one here, I've only got 2 guys, so that makes up some of it. That sun's right in y'all's eyes. But we've got a few bricks left here. We're hoping we got enough to finish the job. We still don't know quite yet. Looks like I'm gonna be about 20 short, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Row 4 is up, and now we're starting on row 5. I got one guy right here working. I got one guy all the way down there working, coming back this way. So we put basically a brick in the middle. I'll go over here and show you. They put this brick in the middle, okay, and use that level there, that speed level, to get everything perfect on this brick. Then they put a piece of paper trapping the line and pull it up and put that other brick on it. And basically what that is doing is that's keeping that line plumb all the way across there. If you got a 100-foot string line, even the weight of the string will pull it down in the middle. So you've got to make sure it's level in the middle too. So they're measuring off of right here and coming down. You see their mark there where they got it, the center. So basically they get center of this brick, and the next one they're gonna get center of that brick, and the next one center of that brick. But anyway, they're doing it here to basically catch the drop. They figured out right in here is where you need to pull it back up to keep that exactly 4 inches and all that exactly 4 inches. So that's what we're doing. We're putting it in here. Still don't know if we're gonna have enough brick yet. I've done counted them about 20 times till I'm cross-eyed. It's gonna be close, that's for sure. It's a little too close. I wish I'd have got 100 more, so. But I don't like cutting it that close. But that was all the people had, so. Well, it was all I thought the truck would hold, so. That's why I quit. They had about maybe 200 more. But 200 more, you're talking about 2,000 pounds, and it was a long ride, so it ain't worth going back to get them. And I didn't want to overload the truck too bad. But we're starting on row 5. We'll get it going here, and that's probably gonna be it for today. The mortar's getting low, the sun's getting down there, getting ready to go behind those trees back over there if you can't see it. It's starting to get cold again. So we'll knock this line out and head to the house. There's the 5th one. We're setting up on the 6th one. Sun's down low now. He's got his pulled up. He's pulling his up down there. Then they'll come set this one in the middle, and then they'll start laying till they run out of mortar. Basically, we're just gonna run till we get rid of this here, because we don't want to waste it. So we got about 2 buckets worth of mortar left. He's got a half a bucket. He's got a half a bucket. And that's about a bucket. So I give you about 2 buckets. I get us about halfway done, I believe. But that's what we're gonna do. So basically they take they mix it up here, put it in a bucket, and then they carry it with them. Each one of them's got a 5-gallon bucket full of mud. So they just ease on, get it done. So we're on row 6. 6 rows. That's what she looks like over here. And you got the door. So we got 1 brick under the door there. And we're gonna have 1 brick over it. So you got 6 there. He's working on 6 there. And he's working on 6 down there. So we're coming on this side, looking, videoing. But it's getting there, slowly but surely. looks like the price to me is going to be about $2 per brick that's installed. If we can keep the pace up we've been doing, it's about right, and that's average over all of them. So people on my last one always ask how much it cost, all that stuff. It's about $2 a brick. No, wrong. Probably this particular one cost me $2 a brick, but if I'd had to buy them bricks from the brickyard, it would have been closer to $250, $260 per brick installed. I got about a 60 cents discount per brick, I believe, on the actual bricks. So got a load of them, got them in here. We're getting them up, about done with it. One more day and we'll be done with it, with this section of it anyway. But we're getting there. You want to see how straight it is? We'll look down the edge of it there. Okay, y'all, we're up to, we got 3 rows left here. We're working it. We're about out of bricks. Still too close to call. Got that little bit there. Got that little bit there. That little bit, that little bit. And then we got that line laying on the ground there. And we're hoping that's enough for 3 rows. I had it calculated that we needed like 1,400 brick. Well, or 1,300 brick. We thought we needed like 1,300 brick was our estimation. Well, we that had a little bit of fluff in it at 1,300 brick. So when I got down there to get the brick, the truck and trailer, all I could get was like 1,260 brick or something like that. Is what I think the number was. But we figured out that the count was off. We had a little more than what we thought. We had like 1,280 or something. I don't know exactly how many we had on the truck. We never did find that out. I think we had something between like 1,250 and 1,310. But once we got here, it was too late. I mean, we couldn't turn around. So, and I couldn't go back. I mean, I could go back, but it ain't worth going back over the little bit of bricks that we think we might need. So we got 3 layers left, about 65 in a row. No, there's more than that. That last row's got 69 in it. But anyway, it depends on how many we break trying to cut. We broke a few extras. We're keeping all the little pieces just in case here. This lot is like probably 20 years old. We got out of a brickyard that had been shut down for the last 15 years. So we got lucky with it, and we're hoping we got enough here. I left about probably 100 behind just because I didn't think the truck and trailer would handle the extra weight. These things weigh 10 pounds a piece, and an extra 100's an extra 1,000 pounds. I was getting worried. I had about somewhere between, 13,000, 14,000 pounds on a 1-ton truck. That's a little rough. So I decided to call it. I called it. We hope we got enough brick, but like I say, we got 3 rows left. It looks like we're gonna have maybe 8 or 10 left over, as long as we don't break them. So we're hoping we got it. But them top ones, you got to cut just about every other one to get in there. And we broke a lot on the front. We broke a lot on the sides. So we've been keeping all the little chips. Here's the little chips we've been keeping up with. Obviously, Milwaukee's helping us get it done. But there's some more chips. There's some more chips that we're keeping just in case till we get done here. We got a few more there. But that top row is just a pain in the butt to get in. You got to cut the backs out of them and all that good stuff. But we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting close. Getting close now. I guess I could go around and count every brick, see how many I had on the truck, but I don't know how many I've broken, busted up. Was that part of one I put in the wall, or is that part of one that was broken we couldn't use? We don't know. And I won't never know now, but I know one thing, it had a load on it. But anyway, we're getting there. We got, like I say, we got another 3 rows to do here. We're gonna get it done. And we'll get back to you when we get a little farther along here. But I think we're about got it. Then we won't have much left to do there after we get these last 3. So hopefully. Okay, y'all, we're down to the last row here. We're running out of bricks quick. We got these 2 and trying to keep them. We're gonna be out over here. We're gonna have to bust one of them packs. We're gonna guess it. I think we guessed it within about 20 bricks somehow. I don't know how that happened, but that's what it's looking like. It's gonna come down to the last 20. But here we go. We're starting to put the last layer in. Coming across there, that corner is done basically. So you can look at that. We got a door, obviously. We thought we was gonna have to put 2 doors in. That's what our trick was gonna be, to make sure we had enough brick. We was gonna put 2 doors in it. But we got to the point where we was pretty sure we had it. And basically the way we had this thing figured is 10 high, 68 long. So we was figuring 700 for the back. We was figuring 150 for each side, and we was figuring like 300 for the front. But what happened was, on the front, we was figuring 5 high. We was figuring 6 high, I'm sorry. And they went 5 high, but they put the footing out of the ground on this side. We was thinking the footing was going to be in the ground on this side. So that would have made us one more line across there. That would have been 68 bricks. And we would have been short by about 20 bricks. But since they done that, it put us above by about 30 bricks, I believe. And then we started breaking them. And we broke. I just found a brick. We broke probably, I don't know, 15, 20 brick on the side there, and I was getting pretty worried. Then we got on the other side and we started, I started gaining brick over there on the tongue when I was cutting them in half. Started gaining brick over there because I broke out the big saw. So we was cutting it down and we was getting them where we wasn't breaking any. And we haven't broken any on this back so far. So we've got about 25 or so to spare, I believe, is the way I got it figured up here. I'm counting every brick we've got. We need 68. And we've got about 90. So we should be good as long as we don't break too many. So we'll see what's going on here. But that's where we stand right now. You can see the color difference in the brick. That's what we have done today versus what we done last week. 2 weeks ago, whenever it was last time we was down here. So that's the difference in it. That mortar dries out white like that. We need to make a little more mortar. You know, last time I was saying we was about out of sand. We did run out of sand, but we got more back. So that should be enough to take us through today. We'll got to mix a little more, maybe a half a wheelbarrow full to get this last line done. So we'll make it here and see what we can do with it. Okay, y'all, this top run has got a bunch of braces that go from the outside edge down to basically the beam in the mobile home. So you got a brace from here that goes down like a piece of triangle, piece of metal. So all these top bricks, just about all of them, every other one probably, needs to be cut. And you got to knock a chunk out of the top of them to get that brace to go through the brick. So that's when you start losing a lot of brick. You see him chipping the top of that one off. And that's what he's doing. He's chipping the top off to give a relief in for that angle brace to come up through there. So it's kind of a pain in the butt, and it comes all the way out to the edge. One battery dead. Basically, them braces come all the way out to the edge and screw you all up. Let's see if I can show you that brace in here real quick while I'm out of his way. See that brace there? It comes all the way out to the edge. So you got to cut a relief cut in for that brace. And that brace is like every 4 foot or so, all the way down this thing. So every 3rd or 4th brick, you've got to cut that relief cut in. See, he's trying to get it as far out to the edge as he can. But when you do that, you also break a lot. So he's down there chipping one out too, trying to get his to where it'll line up. So this top line takes 3 times longer than the rest of them. And that's one reason these jobs are so expensive to do, is because there's a bunch of work like that takes some intelligence to figure out and to keep from breaking all the brick. And every time they break one of them bricks, it's about $1. So you can waste a lot of money real quick if you ain't careful. I'll put you up here and watch you watch here. I think I am anyway. Basically, he lost his mortar when he tried to put that brick in there. It's a balancing act. That is the cut one. So he's gonna slide it through from the back side this time, see if that works any better for him. got it sitting in there. So as you see there, each one of these tops of bricks are taking about 3 minutes. So that makes for a long day. We got 68 of them to do. So it's 3 hours on one course of brick. But I got 2 guys working on it, so that should knock it down to about an hour and a half. But still, it's a pain. Okay, y'all, I did some math real quick. It looks like this job is going to take 1,271 bricks. Now, these are the big bricks. These are the 1 foot, whether from here to there, they're 11 3/4. And from here to there, they're 3 3/4. So basically, when you get your mortar joints in there, you get a 4-inch you get a 12-inch long, 1 foot by 4 inches high brick, and it's 4 inches thick. That's why that 2x4 lines up perfect with it. So anyway, they're 4 by 12 by 12. So it looks like we used 1,200, or we're going to end up using, we got 1 line left. We're going to end up using 1,271 brick. I guess we had about 1,300 brick. So we looks like we're going to make it by the skin of our teeth. We're going to have about 28 or 29 bricks left over. It's cutting it pretty tight on such a big job. I didn't intend to do that. It just worked out that way. I was worried with weight, and I figured I was close. Well, I figured I had extra, but that's the way it worked out. So if you have a single wide that's 68 foot long, and it's 4 foot on the back, and it's 2 foot on the front, that's about how many bricks you're going to use. So we're 40 inches high in the back. From the ground to the thing, we're 40 inches. And in the front, we're 24 inches, I believe. Or 25 inches, something like that. I don't remember the exact, but something like 40 by 24. So there's what the wall looks like. Look down that edge there. Trying to move it around so y'all can see what I'm seeing here. It's pretty flat. When you go up here and look down the actual mobile home, it's nice and wavy. But down there, it's pretty flat. So I'll come back when we get it finished up here, or when we're putting in the last brick, and show you that. But that's what it's going to look like. That's how it's going to turn out. It's looking pretty good there. We ain't down there beating on one of them beams. Everybody hates them beams. I mean, seems like it takes days on this last course to get done, but we'll get it done here. It'll take us another couple hours and we'll be done with it. As long as the rain holds off. It's trying to rain on us up here on the hilltop. But it was nice blue skies, but now it's getting nice and cloudy on us. I'm hoping them blue skies over there will come to us, but we'll see. So that's the update. We're getting there, y'all. We're still fighting it. We had to open this thing of bricks, judging or trying to get this job, do this job, and we had that many bricks left over. I'm guessing it's pretty good. And I wasn't really counting on the truck. I just said stop. It's too much weight. So that's like crazy there. I think we're going to use this whole bundle. I think we're going to have that bundle left over. Looks like. So they're getting there slowly but surely. They're fighting it the whole way. But we'll see here in a little bit. See what's going on with it. All right, y'all. It's getting there. It's getting there real quick. Basically, we'll come back where the house meets the brick. We'll come back and caulk all that down and get it basically airtight in there. So we'll get that done and get our door made, and we'll be good with this one. This job will be over with here shortly, but it's getting darker, as you can tell. The blue skies never made it. I guess the clouds are moving that way instead of that way. I'll try to stop moving here. Hopefully you can see it. But anyway, they're almost done. We'll be getting a video of the last brick here in a few minutes, probably another 15 minutes. That is the end of it there, y'all. That's going to be the last 2 or 3 bricks. So, right here at the back. Hopefully they don't cuss too much on here. But them last ones are a booger.
This one?
Down to the last, like, we got probably 35 bricks left, something like that. Don't know how we cut it that close, but we did. And it's a good thing usually, but I would have liked to got it a little farther there. I'd like to have an extra 100 or so. Give me a little cushion. We broke that one in half by accident, but we're going to use it anyway. Basically leveling out what we tore up, what we threw the dirt out on. Basically, we're getting that leveled up, getting all the little pieces of brick and all kicked out of there. So get it. Here's the last one going in. Don't want to miss that last one, you know. That's the worst one too. Basically, you got to get it in there, then you got to try to pack mortar around it because you can't keep mortar on it as you slide it in there. So there it is. He's gonna slap some mortar in there, and he's still down there raking and cleaning. So basically, we dug that trench, threw all that dirt out here, so now he's smoothing it off, picking the trash out of it, throwing the trash to the side, getting a little fine roots and all that stuff out of there. hole right down there where he's at, if you can see it right there. That's for the AC lines. I just stuck that brick in there to keep a cat or something from crawling up in there. So I got that kind of just stuck in there for now. Woohoo! Woohoo! There you go. There it is. Done. So got that all done. All we got left now is to he's knocking in a few joints over there that he couldn't get to. He's got to move his stick to get to it. Make a door there for that. Put that on there, and the bottom of it will be done. I do have 3 bricks hanging there on that, keeping it where it's not bouncing around when it goes through them bricks there. Nope. Where it goes through them bricks there, we got 3 bricks hanging on it to keep it till that mortar hardens up. We've got a few more lines down here we got to do, and then we're gonna be done with it. So we'll get back to you tomorrow when we get down here and work a little more. Today's Saturday. Tomorrow will be Sunday, and yes, we will be working Sunday. We work 7 days a week around here. That's how we get this stuff done. We don't work 7 days a week here. We work 7 days a week, but we work our normal jobs 40 hours a week. Ronnie does the arcades and fixing the pinballs and all that good stuff. And I do small engine work, small engine mechanic work. And these guys, they do their own work also. They do this one here as a gutter business, and this one here helps him do the gutter business. So they do this on the side with me, and they do gutters during the week. So we get 2 days a week at max. And if I got anything to do, I do it usually on Saturday. And then on Sundays, we always come down here and work on this stuff, at least me and Ronnie. But if they get other side jobs, they do their other work, and then they come see us when they're not busy. So we've got 4 different schedules. We got to get them all to line up before we can do something. So that's what we're trying to do here. So we'll get back with you. Y'all, if you like the content, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already, and we'll catch you on the next one. Booyah. Probably wanted to know how close we guessed it. There it is. There's 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 in that one. 30 in that one, and 36, 37, 38 plus 3 down there, 41. 41 brick. That ain't gonna do much, but I got 41 extra. So that means if that front would have been the way we thought it would have been, we would have been 41 to 68. Whatever that is. 20, 41 to 68. 27 brick off. That would have been bad, but we had enough pieces. I don't know if we can made up 27 though. That'd have been bad. 27 we'd have never made up. But we'd have had to find out something else to do there to make it work. But if you like what you see, subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up for filming it, and we'll catch you on the next one.